Another good episode of Pluto. You got to meet Adam, Hercules, and Pluto. And Brando. I knew Adam or Brando was going to get got, but it was Brando. But knew something bad was going to happen as soon as we got introduced to his family. And it's cool to know that there was an act made so robots can adopt children, human children. And I'm guessing his wife was human too, which kind of answers my question. I think maybe, but just to see that Adam, I probably has some fighting capabilities, or if not, he will get some. But you know, when he asked the professor about the one robot that actually took a human life, if his stuff was perfect, what does that mean? Does that mean he was the most human of them all? Because he could do what none of the others of them could do, and there was no corruption in his system. He was perfect. He was human, essentially. But you can clearly see that these nine, it was it, you say nine? These guys that was in that war are more advanced. And yes, they mimic certain things, but they're getting close. And he felt, Adam felt sadness when he, saw them, the cops' memories of his friends. Sure, they didn't all meet all the others like they did. Some of them didn't meet number two, like Brando. But he thought he got the guy, but no. And I don't think it was a corruption, for being the reason he couldn't send the data. I mean, that was probably part of it, but at the end, you remember what he loved the most. Yeah, he was a robot, but those was the most important memories. I mean, we said not to go at it alone, but as soon as he was taking his robot and stuff, that he gonna go. He gonna go. And, you know, his enemy had the nerve to take his arms off his robot and his chip just to make the monument still. But also, like the Hercules said about why humans build monuments, because we otherwise we forget. Unlike them, where they can't forget unless they go out their way to make themselves forget. But the way it is for them is in a way, it's a blessing that we get to forget, because not everything needs to be remembered. Sometimes you got more peace of mind when you forget, unless you forget everything. In which case, then it's sad, really. And then they had to all experience it, and obviously that grave of robots under the palace when that group went there back then. It's obvious that that scrap was from whatever robot or experiment they was doing there. They might not have found any machine of mass destruction, but that's what I'm betting. They did build something, and that scrap is from his training. Now, why is it only showing up now? I don't know. If that's the case. And then the detective, I feel like he was one of them, or uh, he's a he thinks he's a machine, but he was actually based on somebody or he was built earlier and doesn't realize it. It's something. I'm not certain what, but I think it's something like that. Either way, this was a really good second episode. These things, good length. Would it have worked as, chopped up into like more episodes? I'm not sure because I don't know how long the manga for this was. So this might be the right way to go. And I haven't had any issues with the pacing or anything. It's good. Good episode. Can't wait to see what happens next though. Hercules. It's either Hercules or Pluto or Adam that's next, I think. Hercules might have been the one that you could tell feels something strong, but I feel like it might be Adam. We'll have to see. Well, before I go, when they was fighting the war, and they were all machines, but it makes sense. Like, if they were human, would they hate the other machines and stuff? Maybe, maybe not, because there's no like emotional backing behind it either from the other side. So you went there for freedom, but that's always the government's lying to you, freedom. But you just feel like you're hitting your head on the stone, just destroying you more than anything. But that's all.